Managed to pick up this JCM800 reissue pretty recently for a really good price. And look, this is actually a little bit unusual, this amp, so I'm going to show you a couple of little things. So look, it's a standard JCM800 reissue. I've plugged it in a couple of times, and these are sort of my standard starting settings. You'll notice the treble is right down, the presence is a little bit lower than I'd normally have it. It's a pretty bright sort of amp. But anyway, we'll get to that a little bit later. This is where things get interesting. So it's had a couple of mods done to it, and I'll tell you who that was that did them. But if you'll notice down here, we've got a 34 and a 36 switch. So if you know anything about the S.I.R amp mods, so there's a studio in LA in the 80s and 90s called S.I.R, and they had some legendary amps that Slash used on Appetite for Destruction and a couple of other things. I think George Lynch used a couple of their amps as well. So that is the famous 34 mod, it's called. And so this switch will apparently give you the 34 sound. Then there's another amp that S.I.R had, which is the 36, and I think there might have been one more called the 38, but don't quote me on that. So anyway, this has got both of those mods, the 34 and the 36. Can obviously switch between them. And this is where things get a little bit different. So we've got a high-low switch. The inputs, normally there are two inputs on a JCM800, a high and a low, but they've had to lose one of those, obviously, for the gains knob there, the additional gain knobs. So instead they've put the high-low impedance on a switch. So you still got that feature, just one hole rather than two. And so round the back, we have a quick look. Now these mods are done by a mob out of Germany. I'd love to know how this amp got to Germany and back. Because it's running on 240 volts. I guess they're voltage switchable. The Marshalls are great at that sort of thing. But anyway, Duke Amps are a mob in Germany, just outside of Dresden. Their website is active, so you can have a look at that website if you want. And nothing else special, just got the standard speaker outputs and the standard effects loop outs, power and speaker impedance. So yeah, nothing fancy on the back. So look, let's plug it in and we'll have a listen.